Hello there, I'm Ian McCallum, and this is my Quake map called Alien Map, for which today I am doing a gameplay iteration walkthrough, basically meaning I did some play tests, iterated off them, and I'm just going to show off my design process for that. To start with, I activated no clip and no target, so that's why you can see me flying and the enemy's not attacking me. But to start, we start in this operating room, and this operating room is still the same as it was before. It gives the player a good grasp of their surroundings, plus it teaches the player how to use buttons. To activate that door to go through there, we have some more information that the player can gather from over there, such as like the secret, as well as the future pathway. Going into here, we start our first combat encounter. We have these two enemies, and then after one of them is killed, these doors open up, and then these enemies come through. During playtests, what was noted most was that there wasn't enough health packs in this area in particular. They felt like they had a lot of ammo, but they didn't really feel like they had a lot of health packs, so I had some more health packs. I had like one set up before, but I had another one. And so yeah, this is that. And then also, as another point of helpful, I added some more architectural features. For example, there's a bathroom here that conceals the secret here, so you can get this weapon. And then over on the other side, we have barracks that kind of hinder the movement. So like this dude has to walk around, causing a bit more of a delay. So while the dudes on the other side will come in almost immediately, this dude will have to probably wait a bit. And then some more health packs were added in here as well. Then going in here, this is still the same as before. You enter here, you defeat this guy, open up these two doors, like this door and this door, going through here, and then you go into this room, and this is completely new. Once you enter the room, this will close up behind you, basically causing it's my solution to the door problem, where how to get the player to go into the room rather than like wait in the hallway and just hiding them all. The door is basically locked, and then we also have a foothold for the player so they actually go in more into the room. For the actual combat encounter, we have these two grunts down here that are going to be chasing the player. This dude is providing support in terms of throwing a rocket launch, throwing basically grenades at them, and then these dudes are above. So then the player is prompted to use this as use the ceiling as cover away from those dudes. It's for the first portion, and then also take out these grunts and do that. And then once they get the key, this opens up the vent from over here, which they can find after the combat encounter is over. I added this vent up here that has some goodies, and that leads over to this area, to my next area, which would be down here. Mainly because during playtests, the biggest problem, and I mean the biggest problem, was that players would get lost after they would complete after they would take out this dude and get the key. They would come back and then they wouldn't know where to go. Because it's a very long path that they have to trace all the way over here to this one. So I had a more direct route above. So then they're like, oh, new area, and then they go this way, and then they just happen to end up back where they need to be. And then there's an elevator going down from here. There's a secret here where you can get the rocket launcher. Yeah. And then going into this room, I know that this room was the hardest room that players had a lot of difficulty with. A lot of them said it was due to health packs, but it was also due to map control, which is from the door problem video that we watched in class. And so basically they didn't really have much in terms of resources back here to basically rely on. So I added some more foothold covers, foothold places that they can use. So once you enter the room, once you get to this point, the enemies will spawn in. But you already have cover here, so you can protect yourself from the grenades up above. And then you could also use that as a vantage point to take out these dudes. And then go up there, and then you can get some more ammo, which blocks from this dude. And then you can also use this as the bridge to get across. Yeah. And then once you get that button, you go through here. There used to be a roaming dude here, but he would get too aggroed on that player, on the combat in there, so I had to remove him. Then elevator going up, and then I added him back up here because he was getting aggro from up here. And then you go into this room. You have a bunch of ammo for the upcoming boss fight, mainly because players noted that they did not have very much ammo or health during this last boss fight, which is just through this door. And then we have the ending section right through there that they can see, but they can't get to. So once you go through here, it activates this. Mainly because I didn't press the button to open it, it just opened up because I hit the trigger. But in normal circumstances, it will keep closed. So you're basically locked into this room until you hit that button. But you have to risk getting past this person, which is basically like the captain of the ship. And I add some more weapons in here as well, just to solve that problem as well. And then once they hit that button, this will open back up, and then this will open, and they can go right back in. And the game is over.